Hello, welcome to NKTelco Sports. We are here at Sidney High School where the Bellefontaine Chieftains take on the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, PSG Automotive Auto Outfitters, Wagner's IGA, Bowler's TV, Orthopedic Associates, Upper Valley Career Center, Swans Mamarosas, German Farmers Insurance, NKTelco Sports, and First National Bank. Thanks for joining us here at Sidney High School. I'm Greg Burning. My partner tonight, Ben Ayers. Ben, we got two teams looking to improve their winning percentages here. Sidney coming in a 2-9 record on the year, and the Chieftains 4-7.
Yeah, both teams probably not succeeding to where they want to be. Bellefontaine's coming in, losers of 5 straight. Haven't won since back December 13th against Urbana, so trying to get things turned around here. They're led by senior Emily Mitchell, averaging 14 points per game. On the other side for Sidney, New Year has been good to them. They've won both games they've played this year, so winners of 2 straight. Wins against other GWalk foes of West Carrollton and Xenia. So looking to continue that success, and they're led in scoring by junior Alina Kendall.
And hopefully the Yellow Jackets can keep their run going. We'll be back with the starting lineups in the opening tip. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slankowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Sidney High School as we get set for our starting lineups. First for the Chieftains, number 2, Aubrey Stolley.
A sophomore guard, number 4, Tasia Collier.
Number 4, Tasia Collier.
A junior post player, number 13, Chalani Tolliver.
A junior, number 13, Chalani Tolliver.
A senior guard, number 21.
A senior guard, number 21, Emily Mitchell, leading scorer for the Chieftains. And a sophomore forward, number 55, Megan Neal. Chieftains are coached by Henry Stolley. Now for your home team, the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Senior guard, number 13, Carrie Nuss. Junior guard, leading scorer for the Jackets, number 15, Alina Kendall. Junior forward, number 25, Emma Wyford. Sophomore forward, number 14, Hallie Truesdale. And sophomore guard, number 20, Carly Dean. Yellow Jackets are coached by Lauren Stephenson. As I mentioned in the pregame, 2-9 coming in to tonight's action, but winning the first 2 here of 2018, hoping they can continue that streak as we're about underway here from Sidney High School. If you're just joining us, I'm Greg Burning. My partner, Ben Ayers. We're about to tip off here. Alina Kindle tipping off for the Jackets. And she'll win the tip right back to herself.
Don't see a point guard jump for the ball too often, but she won.
And she won the tip, yeah. On the drive, there is Truesdale right to the bucket for an easy 2.
Yeah, nice catch and spin around and drives in and scores the first 2 points of the game for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
Jackets come out in a man-to-man defense. Move to the basket, shot missed by the Chieftains. 2 shots there missed and still loose on the floor. So a couple offensive possessions there. Tolliver with a putback miss and Stolle with the first shot. Chieftains catch a break and gonna get a throw it in underneath their own bucket. Stolle will bring it back out top and reset.
Be interesting to see 2 teams kind of struggling this year. See who can take care of the ball, get the best shot opportunities tonight. Could be a big difference in this game.
A lot of patience on this Bellefontaine, and we've seen Sidney in the past. They've been a lot of up-tempo and take some quick shots in their offense. There's a 3 ball from deep and buried by the leading scorer, Emily Mitchell.
Yeah, good rotation at that time, and they found Emily Mitchell a couple feet behind the three-point line there. She nails that three-pointer.
Kick out to Kindle, thought about 3, instead drives the lane, pulls up for a little floater, rattles off, no good. You see the contrast there real quick. Sidney's taking a couple passes, and the shot's usually going to go up pretty quick. The Chieftain offense seems to be a little more methodical.
You're looking to isolate their post underneath. Here's a good turnaround move by number 55, Megan Neal.
Takes it off the glass for an early 5-2 lead on our first National Bank scoreboard for the visiting Chieftains. Kick out to Kindle. Floats it over to Truesdale. Jumper off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Collier for Bellefontaine.
Yeah, looks, I've seen a couple times Bellefontaine's really trying to, again, isolate, run this offense through, try to clear through, get one of their post players open.
Trying to spread Sidney out. Mitchell down the corner. Collier thought about 3 and will launch it off the back iron. Rebound pulled down by number 13, Carrie Nuss. Quickly up the other way. Here's Dean. That shot off the mark. Truesdale saves it, but it's picked up by a Chieftain. So turnover there for Sidney. Quick advance. Mitchell going to go right to the basket. Might have got a little extra step in there. No call. Rebound and shot up and in by Cheloni Tolliver. Chance for a 3-point play.
Great hustle. There was a little bit of transition for the first we've seen from Bellefontaine, and Tolliver did a good job of following up the miss by Mitchell. Opportunity for the 1-and-1.
That foul was on number 13, Carrie Nuss, her first.
So far, can see the size advantage for Bellefontaine coming into play here. Several offensive rebounds already for Bellefontaine.
Now they're putting on some full court press and almost turn it over. Kindle, though, able to come out of the pile with it for Sidney. Needing a bucket, trailing 8-2. Swing it out top. 3 ball off the mark from Nuss and tracked down by number 2, Stolle. Here's Mitchell working around the offense over to Collier. Back out top to Mitchell. A lot of room. Thought about the 3. Instead, he'll go over to Stolle. She'll jack up another 3 off the mark. Out of bounds. It's going to go over to Sidney. Can definitely see they really want to spread out, like you said before. They're looking in the paint, I think. But they've gotten in there a couple times, which has allowed the perimeter to be a little more open. That being Bellefontaine. So Sidney going against this press again. Looks like a diamond press. And it works again. Turnover. Mitchell goes right to the bucket. Shot no good, but draws the foul. Foul's going to be a number 20, Carly Dean.
So we talked about turnovers just a little bit ago. It seems like Bellefontaine's looking anytime they can score on dead balls, get into that diamond press. And the first time they almost forced a turnover. That time they were able to get one. And Mitchell looking for her first points.
You definitely tell why she's a leading.
4 points. Yeah.
She's the leading scorer. Nice smooth release. Has been around the ball quite a bit already here in the first quarter. Second free throw is good as well. And back off into that press. And pass tipped away, almost stolen by Mitchell. It's going to go back to Sidney.
Sidney caught a break
Yeah,
there. Really
so I
should have
was
been a
just gonna
turnover.
say.
Coach Stolle was yelling at Mitchell to use 2 hands to catch that because he tried to one-hand it, go Odell Beckham on it, and wasn't able to pull it in.
Odell
No
Beckham.
no stick-em glove.
I don't think her hands are probably quite that big either. Here's Kendall driving the lane, pulls up from 10. Tough shot, contested. Rebound pulled down by Tolliver. Tipped away by Kendall with the steal and the score. Nice awareness by Alina Kendall.
Kendall taking the turnover and turn it into instant offense, getting her first 2 points of the game.
Much needed basket there for Sidney. They trail by 6. 4:20 remaining in quarter number 1. If you're just joining us from Sidney High School. Stolle thought about 3, steps around. And the steal again by Kendall. That's back-to-back steals. Going to try to take it the distance. Can't get it to go. Ball tipped around and picked back up. Kick out, Nuss, 3 ball off the mark. Battle for inside with Truesdale. She gets it out to Kendall. Kendall will let it go. Off the mark. Rebound finally pulled away by Stolle. 3 good opportunities there for Sidney. Come up empty.
Man, they got that trigger ready to go for
Yes,
Sidney.
they do.
If they see an opening, they're ready to get it up.
The shot chart will not be shy tonight. Tolliver swings it over to Neal. Back out top to Stolle. Tolliver drives the lane. Little floater. No good. Will draw the foul. I think he said on the floor. Fouls on number 25, Emma Wyford, her first. The 3rd team foul on Sidney. I guess they're saying that happened after the shot. Stolle will reset for Bellefontaine.
Here's the isolation. Tolliver inside.
Nuss did a nice job of covering that up. Stolle resetting. Looking to ISO there on Tolliver inside again. Had her for a minute, missed it.
Nice
Backdoor cut by Mitchell.
A great cut there by Mitchell to find the open space and cut in for the easy 8-footer.
And Mitchell converts the turnover from Sidney, gets the steal. So another turnover by Sidney. Mitchell putting her fingerprints on everything here so far in the first quarter for the Chieftains.
Averaging 14 points, already at 7 here in this first quarter, so a great start for Emily Mitchell.
Swing it over to Neal. We've spent a lot of time these last couple minutes on the Chieftain offensive end. Mitchell with the move, step back jumper off the mark. Rebound tipped around, picked up by Neal. Rattles around and drops. Basket 55. Megan Neal will lead to a timeout. It's a full one. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We knew that we could use hometown opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a 3rd-generation family-owned business with locations in Sidney and Walpaugh, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Welcome back to Sidney. We're here in quarter number 1, 2:20 remaining. Sidney in a 10-point deficit.
Yeah, very dominating performance so far by Bellefontaine, forcing several turnovers. Here's another one, and converting these into points. And Emily Mitchell off to a good start. Their bigs, Megan Neal and Cheloni Tolliver off to good starts as well. So Bellefontaine playing well.
Here's Neal. Kicks it over to Stolle, loses the handle. It's going to stay with Bellefontaine. Will be triggered in by Stolle. I'm sorry, it was triggered in by Mitchell. Stolle will bring it back out top.
It's a double screen for Tolliver.
She got double the defense on that,
Yeah.
too. They both stayed home on Tolliver in the paint. Trying to get a dead ball stop there. Stolly will come almost to the half-court line to reset. Minute 35 to go in the quarter. Stolly kicks it back out to Mitchell. Open three ball off the mark. Rebound Tolliver. Back up. Can't get it to go. Finally pulled out by Truesdale.
A good look for Mitchell, not able to knock it down.
In 2 or 3 minutes, we've been on the offensive end for Sidney. They badly need a basket. Truesdale can't get it to go. Fighting for it with Tolliver, and a nice save by Stolly.
Stolly was thinking about that.
Nice anticipation by Dean. Mitchell tips it away. Dean recovers, gets it back to Kendall. Little floater, drops. Kendall with another bucket. She has 4 now for the Jackets. 35 seconds remaining, first quarter.
Jackets scored right away to start this game. Their other 4 points have come off turnovers that have led to offense. So can they score some more turnovers could be critical.
Mitchell gets it back to Stolly. Good man-to-man pressure out top by the Jackets. Trying to get in the passing lane to get another turnover. Bellefontaine clearly looking for the last shot here or a layup. Mitchell swings to the far corner to Stolly. Nice pass inside to Tolliver. Rebound Neal back up and in.
Great job by Neal keeping that rebound high and putting it right back up and in.
1 second at the first quarter buzzer. Shot off the mark. Bellefontaine 16, Sidney 6 after 1. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers, to families with the pitter-patter of little feet, to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Welcome back to Sidney High School as we get set for the second quarter. The first one taken by the Chieftains. They lead by 10.
Yeah, again, just a very dominating quarter by Bellefontaine there, dominating, forcing several turnovers that led to points. Had 5 offensive rebounds that led to extra points, and senior Emily Mitchell contributing 7 of the 16. So a good start if you're Coach Stolly. Sidney's got to get control of the ball and try to get into the offense. They've yet to score on their half court.
That shot missed by Nuss. Stolly close to the half-court line there, able to get it across. Set up the offense for Bellefontaine. Here's Tolliver. Sidney substituted in at the end of the quarter. I think that's the first substitution we had. And just number 34, Kaina Johnson, is Stolly hits a 3 from the corner. And that lead balloons up to 13.
It's a good start there by Bellefontaine, getting a stop in the half court in their defense. Coming down, Stolly able to knock her first bucket down. It's blown, like you said, blown the lead up to 13 points already here early into the second quarter.
Sidney in need of a good offensive possession, struggling to get an open look. Here's Kendall. She'll drive up against Mitchell. Ball tipped away and stolen. Stolly full speed ahead, dumps it off to Collier, and Stolly comes back out to get it. Now drives the lane. Tolliver, 15-footer on the baseline. Shot no good. Good rebound by Johnson. Good pass ahead. Can't quite pull it in. It's number 25, Wyford. Ball turned over by Sidney. Good, right idea. Had a good opportunity there. Just couldn't convert.
trying to take the rebound and convert it into quick offense. And something I heard in that transition, too, I heard Coach Stolle yell, and that was a quick shot down there. So to your point earlier, it's very methodical on the Bellefontaine side, trying to work to get a good shot.
Good pass inside. Better defense by Sidney. Wyford comes up with a steal. Pass over to Wyford. Drives the lane. Loses the handle. And a good save right on the baseline. And sees the opening at the basket. Nice heads-up play. And the basket by Emma Wyford.
It's almost like the defender thought she'd already given up her dribble since she had lost it before and skated right by her. No help defense. Able to lay it in for her first 2.
Yeah, you won't get too many easier than that one. Nobody at the basket. Good hands there by Johnson. A little bit too over aggressive. She'll draw the foul. That's foul number 4 now for the Jackets. Couple substitutions for the Chieftains. Neal will come in, and also number 3, Kinsey Kroc will check in for Bellefontaine. Stolle gets it right at the half-court line, guarded by Kendall. Neal back out top to Mitchell. Swung back to Mitchell. Mitchell guarded by Dean, pulls up for a little float in the lane, knocks it down.
Nice strong take to her right. Able to pull up and knock down the 10-footer. It wasn't an easy shot. Able to still score.
Leads all scorers with 9. Here's Sidney back on the attack. Dean out top, guarded by Stolle. Kendall, 3-ball, lets it go and rattles it home.
Where Coach Stolle is yelling for the team to slow down, it's Sidney. It's if they got any glimmer of a shot, it's going up. And Kendall able to knock down her first 3 of the night.
Mitchell, tough shot, draws the foul.
Mitchell may be the exception to the rule for them.
Yeah.
She seems to
She
have
might
a
get a pass.
little more of a, we'll call it a yellow light. We won't say green light, but
amber.
a yellow light.
She's got caution light. Kendall steps to the line for her first free throw. Knocked down a pair earlier in the game. I'm sorry, it's Mitchell. She's only listed at a 41% free throw shooter in the year. I find that hard to believe. She's made 3 straight here tonight.
She'll miss this one after dropping that stat line in. Oh, man.
She survives the announcer curse.
Well, she's
perfect 4 for 4.
Set to miss her next 6. So.
There's a drive by Nuss. Draws the foul before the shot. And that is the first team foul by Bellefontaine.
A good take there by Nuss going to her left-hand side. Able to drive and create the contact. And like you said, only the first team foul. It's been a pretty clean game so far, but sometimes that goes to show you who is the aggressor in the game. Bellefontaine playing a little more aggressive, creating the fouls.
Tasia Collier checks back in for Bellefontaine. And also checking in for Sidney was number 30, Maddie White. Overthrows the pass there, is picked off by Collier. Back the other way we go. 4:30 left to go in quarter number 2. Mitchell takes the contact. Mata took a step. She did. Good defense there by Sidney. Turns into a turnover.
She tried to go a little old school Dirk Nowitzki there. A little step back, turn around jumper. But they can get away with it in the NFL, but here you go, getting past that turnover creates a turnover on the other end, able to go fast break for a layup.
And it's Mitchell again. She created the turnover, got the ball back and scored. She now has 13.
8 turnovers already for Sidney.
So swung back out top to Kendall, picked up by Neal. Tough pass over Nuss, and goes out of bounds.
Had a great opportunity there, I think, for a backdoor. Mitchell was overplaying hard. Kind of had the right idea, just overthrew the pass, another turnover.
Hallie Truesdale and Carly Dean will check back in for Sidney. And number 3 for Bellefontaine, Kinsey Kroc checks back in. And also Tolliver. Here's Collier, dumps it into Tolliver. Tip back out. Picked up by Collier. She knocks down the 17-footer.
First shot attempt of the night. Collier knocks it down.
Dean will step into one and knock it down as well.
Almost identical spots on opposite ends of the floor, just inside the three-point line.
A dead ball stop there. I'm not sure. Clock must not have been running, so official asked them to run some off there. So he must have had a clock issue there as he ran about 10 seconds off. We're at 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. 27-13 in favor of Bellefontaine on our First National Bank scoreboard. Sidney needing a couple stops to cut this lead to 10 before half.
Bellefontaine 4 for 5 here in the second quarter. Another turnover, but shooting the ball extremely well.
Turnover Sidney badly needed. See if they can convert it into points.
And Sidney 3 of 4, a little more than halfway through. So both teams shooting much better.
This is Nuss. Works around Mitchell. Gets to the lane. Left-handed, doesn't go. Mitchell comes out of the pile with the rebound. Full steam ahead. Thought about the three. Decides better, but pulls it out. And swings it over to Stoller. We have a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Orthopedic Institute of Southwest Ohio, Wagner's IGA, Fowler's TV, Upper Valley Career Center, Swan's Mama Rosa's, German Farmers, NKTelco Sports, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Minster Bank, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Sweeterman's Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, and Lamb's Insurance Agency. Thanks again to all those great sponsors. Key possession here coming up for both these teams, Ben, is Sidney got it down to 14. Really like to probably see it get down to about 10 before half. And vice versa, if they don't stop that, Bellefontaine could add to that lead.
Yeah, Coach Stolley's, I can hear him trying to emphasize getting into their offense. So I think that 30-second timeout was try to get him into something to try to execute here. But like you said, struggling to be kind of in this game is Sidney, and if they're able to whittle this down to under 10, I'd consider that a win for them coming out in the second half. See what they can do in the last 2.5 minutes.
Pass inside to Tolliver, one-on-one against Johnson. The runner, no good. Rebound tipped around, rebound pulled down by Johnson. Tips it over to Dean. Had an opening to Nuss, passed on it. Instead, she dumps it down to Johnson on the runner and scores. Good fast break there, almost a secondary break by Sidney. Cut it down to 12.
Yeah, took the rebound and pushed it right up the floor. First bucket for Johnson tonight.
Tolliver swings it around to Kroc, guarded by Nuss. Sidney looking for another turnover here. They swing it over to Stolley. She'll let it go from the corner and knock it down.
Stolley started off the second quarter knocking down a three. This time from the other corner, knocks down a two-pointer.
Here's Johnson working against Tolliver. Pulls it back out, gets to the Truesdale. She'll drive right down the lane off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Dean. And a jump ball tie up there by Carly Nuss. Possession arrow will give it to Bellefontaine. Well, I'm not sure Mitchell stepped off the floor other than the timeouts and the quarter break. And you can tell she looks a little winded. Or she's only got to fight through for another minute and a half.
You don't get as tired, too, when you're scoring, so.
It tends to make you feel better, right?
You can fight through it a little bit better.
Here's Stolley coming off the screen. She's going to fire up another one. Shot off the mark. Johnson with another board. Good defensive possession there by Sidney. Almost turns it over, coming across the timeline. Nuss, very aware, steps across. Swings it over to Johnson. Working inside, loses her balance. Picked up by Neal, looking for a guard, dumps it off to Stolley. 1 minute left in the first half. Mitchell back out top to Stolley. Dean comes out to take it. That was my mistake. That's not Dean, that's Rentschler. This pass from Collier back to Tolliver, over to Rentschler.
Very long possession here, just working the ball around.
Stolley steps in for the runner, off the mark, rebound Nuss. 25 seconds remaining, Sidney trailing by 14. Nuss drives by Mitchell, goes to the lane, left-handed, can't get it to go, but draws the foul.
Yeah, good effort by Nuss getting around Mitchell that time. Maybe, like you said, Mitchell wearing down a little bit here, being on the court for most of the first half, but a good strong take to the left by Nuss. See if she can convert the free throws.
Nuss 43% on the season at the foul line. First one is nothing but net. You get a good replay there of Nuss going right to the basket. Almost gets the bucket to fall.
These are also the first free throw attempts for Sidney tonight.
Second one rattles out, rebound underneath and put back in by number 30, Maddie White. Sidney just like that, only down 11. Johnson gets her hands on the ball and it's stolen by Truesdale. Back to Johnson, 7 seconds remaining. She's gonna go right to the basket, up and under, can't get it to go. And that's, well, good steal if she can get it off, and that's how the first half will end. Good push by Sidney to cut it to within 11. Bellefontaine 29, Sidney 18. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
Welcome back to Sidney High School. We're here at halftime. The Bellefontaine Chieftains leading 29-18 over the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Here with your first half stats is Mr. Ben Ayers.
Yeah, good start by Bellefontaine in the first half, coming out hot in the first quarter, putting up 16 points, as you can see here. One of the big things we kind of addressed a little bit too, aggressiveness by Bellefontaine, forcing more turnovers, getting to the free throw line, and winning the offensive boards has allowed them to build this lead up, where the Yellow Jackets committing those more turnovers, struggling to even get to the free throw line. So aggressive play by Sidney could go a long way in trying to get back in this game. They cut it down to 11, which we talked earlier too. Could they get it down to that 10-point mark? Not quite there, but it's closer than what Bellefontaine had it built up to.
Yeah, I think a couple things helped them really at the end of the half. Number one, as you mentioned, the defense started to wear them down a little bit. They seem to have played a few more players than Bellefontaine. And as I mentioned, Mitchell hasn't come off the floor. And I'm not saying she's not disciplined and physically trained well enough to stay the whole game. It's just hard. That's a lot on your body. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But that's what I was going to say. She got to 13 with about 2 minutes to go and a half, never scored again. So maybe Sidney found something there and can apply that defensive pressure, because definitely their defense led to a lot of their offense. So here we go, third quarter. Sidney trying to keep rolling what they ended up with in the second quarter. Here's Nuss, swings it inside to Truesdale, working against Tolliver. Step back jumper, rattles out. Rebound pulled down by Dean. It was a good first possession, couldn't quite get it to go. Mitchell gonna try to answer, jumper off the mark. Rebound tipped around, pulled down by Tolliver. Chieftains, second chance, Three ball, Stolle, bottom.
Stolle struggled to score 0 for 3 in just the first quarter, but hit 2 big shots in the second quarter, now her third. She's up to 8 points.
That was a big 5-point swing there from a Sidney miss and a three-pointer by Stolle. Kicked out to Truesdale. She's driving against Tolliver. Ball tipped away and stolen by Collier. Stolle pulls it back out, gets it over to Mitchell. Tolliver very patient as Bellefontaine, much like they were most of the first half. Stolle now back over to Tolliver, guarded by Truesdale. Swings it back out to Mitchell. Mitchell drives the lane, runner in. Tough shot. High degree of difficulty there, made it look easy.
Yeah, shots you don't see a whole lot, the kind of the runner, but we've seen her knock it down a couple times today, so again, she's been feeling it. She's above her average now at 15 points.
Nuss swings it back out top to Dean. High screen by Truesdale. Dean back over to Kendall. Heavy pressure by Mitchell. Gets a screen. Kendall driving the lane, a little reverse layup. Doesn't fall, but she draws the foul.
Kendall going to get to the free throw line for her first time, and in the first half, Sidney only getting to the foul line 2 times. That was very late into the second quarter. So again, that aggressive drive, getting to the foul line, scoring while the clock is stopped could be critical for Sidney trying to come back here in this game.
First free throw by Kendall, good. She's 66% at the free throw line so far this season. Looking for point number 9 here on the second attempt. And it's good. Lead back down to 14. Sidney going to apply some full court D. Nuss almost got her hand on that one. Back to Collier. She flips it past Mitchell. Looked like she stepped out of bounds, but either way, Sidney able to get the turnover. Quickly back the other way. Here comes Kendall. Mitchell trailing, so she'll pull up from 8 foot, knock it down. Little fist pump there by Kendall's. Leads now down to 12. Stolle back to Collier, back to Stolle. Pushes it across the middle of Tolliver and back to Collier. Mitchell, wide open 3. Rattles out, rebound pulled down. Kendall had it for a minute. Going to get the jump ball. It's going to stay with Bellefontaine. Tough break there. Sidney looked like they might be able to get that one out of there.
Kendall hustling, outsized majorly there by number 55, Megan Neal in height.
Baseline jumper nailed by Tasia Collier.
She hasn't shot it much, but in her 2 shot attempts so far, she's knocked them both down. She's at 4 points.
Nuss over to Kendall, thought about the 3. Picked up by Mitchell. Jumper over Mitchell, no good. Mitchell with the board. Heavy pressure, she gets it across half court. 5:10 left to go here in quarter number 3. 36-22 in favor of Bellefontaine on our first National Bank scoreboard. Stolle drives the line, kicks it. Mitchell, 3 ball, off the back iron, rebound. Good box out there by Truesdale. Nuss brings it back out top. Swings it over to Kendall. Kendall driving the lane.
I think a legal screen called, I think.
Yep, on number 25. That'll be Emma Wyford's foul. Her second, team's first of the second half. That'll give Sidney a chance to set the press up. Stolle ball tipped. Wyford able to get the steal. Back to Kendall. Thought about the 3, instead drives the lane and scores.
Kendall off to a big start here, 6 points, and Sidney giving Bellefontaine some of their own medicine, putting on this diamond trap.
Yeah,
Again, no spacing, trying to find somewhere to get the ball to. I think we're going to have a timeout taken.
You're right, Kendall now has 13, full timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Third quarter action, 4:20 remaining in the third, and Bellefontaine still hanging on to a 12-point lead. But this has been the place, Ben, where Sidney's been able to get to 12, one time 11, but it seems like every time they get to here, they can't quite get past it. See if they can convert a turnover here from their defense.
Yeah, turnover, a big stop, and
excuse me.
It's been the Alina Kendall show so far. She scored all 6 points for Sidney. Here's a loose ball on the floor, and Sidney forces that turnover.
And they pass it off to Kendall. She's going to drive down the lane. Little floater doesn't go. Wyford fighting for the rebound, and it's finally pulled out of there by Bellefontaine's number 23, Rentschler.
A good opportunity, just not able to knock it down.
Mitchell comes down and barrels into Truesdale. I thought she might have got a charge there, but block called, so that'll send Mitchell back to the free throw line.
It's one of those challenging calls because Truesdale looked like she had a good positioning, and Mitchell definitely created the contact.
Just going to put your theory to the test. She's got to miss 6 in a row now. She's missed one.
Well, you said 41%, right?
That's right. So first one off the mark by Mitchell.
I hope she doesn't miss 6 in a row, by the way.
Second one is good. Well, full court D again by Bellefontaine. Nice lead there by Nuss. Kicks it over to Kendall. 3 ball off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Tolliver. Stolly's got numbers, 3-on-1. Pulls up from the foul line area, rattles out. Rebound Tolliver back up and in.
Been really impressed with Tolliver's effort. She's kind of been all over the boards, fighting for loose balls. And there again, another follow-up. Here's another steal.
Mitchell coming out of the pile there again with the turnover. And the lead back to 15. Couple big possessions there by Bellefontaine. It went from 12 to 15 pretty quick, and they have the ball as well. As Kroc will check back in for Bellefontaine, and also number 25.
Yeah, just where, like you said, where Sidney's kind of getting it back into a manageable deficit where they can kind of try to chip away at it. Bellefontaine extends that lead back out.
Wyford and Johnson both check back in for Sidney.
They give a lot of credit to Coach Stolle and Bellefontaine. They really try to get into their offense and execute where it's illegal screen I think we're going to have. But Bellefontaine lets more of that run and gun, pass, cut, move, and try to get up a quick shot. And so far, the discipline of Bellefontaine is winning out.
Fouls on number 23. That is Rentschler, her first, team's second. So Kendall will bring it back across for Sidney. Swung over to Nuss, picked up by Mitchell.
Looks like they're dropping into a 2-3, Bellefontaine.
Dumped over to Wyford, drives the baseline, I should say, misses the shot, pulled down by Kroc.
A great opportunity. Getting off the mark. You got to have those fall if you're trying to get back in this game.
I think she was expecting some contact, and there was nobody there. She was all by herself, was Wyford, couldn't get it to go. Rentschler swings it back over to Kroc, and now over to Stolle. 3 ball off the mark. Tolliver with good position inside, gets it back out to Mitchell. Mitchell, floater in the lane, shot won't go. Rebound tracked down by Kroc and called for the travel.
Yeah, lots of opportunities though for Bellefontaine, not able to connect that time. But if you're going to get 2 or 3 opportunities, eventually those shots are going to start falling.
So Nuss will bring it across. Again, as Ben mentioned, they're dropping into a 2-3 zone. Wyford lucky got away from a step there. Skipped over to Johnson. She'll go right down through the D, get her own rebound, and can't get it to go. Draws the foul, and will go to the line for 2. Fouls on Tolliver, her second, the third team foul for Bellefontaine. Johnson steps to the free throw line, 56% on the year as that one rattles out. Neal will check back in for Bellefontaine. So on the floor for Sidney, you have Kendall, Nuss, Johnson at the free throw line, Wyford, and Dean. Second one off the mark as well. They've been sitting at 39-24 for a couple possessions here. Yeah, Sidney will again apply full court pressure. And Mitchell going to take it herself. Gets it across to Kroc. Tolliver, quick pass inside to Neal.
And Neal was all by herself for a few seconds. They couldn't get the ball to her.
Good play by Johnson. Gets it up to Kendall on the steal and the score. Alina Kendall now with 15, leads all scorers. I take that back. Mitchell has 16 for Bellefontaine.
This quarter, though, Kendall with 8. All 8 points that Sidney has scored. So a big effort by Kendall. Can she get some teammates to step up and help her out?
Pass there, almost stolen by Kendall. Instead, Stolle will push it across the half-court line. Back out top to Mitchell. Open, 3 ball, deep, off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Johnson. She's done a nice job inside on the glass for Sidney. She's taking it the distance and gets it to go. Kiana Johnson with the board, takes it coast to coast, the harm and the bucket.
Yeah, Johnson didn't start, but she's played a lot of minutes here, and she's brought a lot of good energy and effort there, and there was a good drive and finish. Can she knock down? She just missed 2 free throws.
Yeah, with a free throw here, it would be 10 for Sidney. That one's off the mark. That'd be the closest they've been since the first quarter. Leads at 11. Sidney applying full court pressure again as Mitchell gets it across and passes it back to Stolle. 50 seconds left in our third quarter. Here's Kroc, guarded by Nuss.
Bellefontaine into the court has been very deliberate, running a lot of clock time off. Coach Stolle asking for 1 shot.
40 seconds, he wants 1. Stolle abandons that policy real quick, but got fouled on a 3-pointer by Kendall.
Yeah, gets bailed out. Coach right there saying 1 shot, and she launches a 21-foot 3-pointer and gets fouled.
Maybe she heard that as like, take your 1 shot right now.
Maybe, yeah. 1 shot with 40 seconds left, or 1 shot with 2 seconds left?
I'm guessing she didn't hear him.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the story she's going to go with.
Can always ask for forgiveness, right?
Right. Free throw by Stolle, good. She's 68% on the season. And she will shoot 3. Second one off the back iron, no good. As Collier will check back in for Bellefontaine. Third free throw on the way from Stolle, and she gets 2 of the 3. Nuss going to walk it across for Sidney, down by 13. Johnson going to go right to the bucket again. The little scoop goes. Kiana Johnson having a big impact here in the third. She now has 6.
Yeah, back-to-back strong drives. The pressure from Sidney has gotten to Bellefontaine a little bit. Lead still at 11. That's where we sat starting the third quarter, so not able to cut into it too much, but able to maintain.
Under 10 now at 6. Looking for 1 shot is Bellefontaine. 4. Down to 2. Stolle lets it fly off the mark, and that'll do it for quarter number 3. Bellefontaine 41, Sidney 30. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Best part of my experience at Upper Valley is getting to know different teachers and the way they teach. So you learn a lot about how college is going to be in the future. My name is Paige, and I'm from the Exercise Science program.
Welcome back to Sidney High School as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Bellefontaine still hanging on to an 11-point lead.
Yeah, right where we left from the half, it was 29-18. Both teams scoring 12 points in the third quarter, and some good play by Alina Kendall, and then in the second part of the third quarter by Kiana Johnson, really bringing her effort, able to get two nice drives and layups. And if things can continue to play out here, Sidney have a chance to maybe get back in this game.
Yeah, they can get it to single digits with this possession. If they score a bucket, they draw a foul there. It was against Stolly, her second, team's fifth. So some opportunity here from Sidney. Skip it out to Johnson. Working against Tolliver, makes a couple nice moves and scores again. Kiana Johnson doing work.
I wasn't, very right-handed dominant player. It looks like I didn't think she had anywhere to go, but she was able to do a little inside-out move to create space.
She got a little shake and bake in there. Now she's trying to get a steal, and the Bellefontaine coach, alertly on top of it, will take a quick timeout. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Orthopedic Institute of Southwest Ohio, Wagner's IGA, Fowler's TV, Upper Valley Career Center, Swan's Mama Rosa's, German Farmers, NKTelco Sports, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Dental Care, Minster Bank, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Sweeterman's Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, and Lamb's Insurance Agency. Thanks again for those sponsors for tonight's action. And it's getting down to a good ball game here now. Sidney's starting to make a move, trailed by 9.
Yeah, they've come out with this in the second half with this half-court, full-court pressure. It's forced some turnovers. First time it's been under 10 in a long time. And again, credit to Kendall and Johnson doing all the scoring so far, but it's been Kendall with 6 straight. Kendall scoring the first 8, Johnson scoring the last 6 for the Yellow Jackets, see if they can get another stop.
So here is Bellefontaine looking to score. Here's a jumper by Collier off the mark, but right there is Dean. I'm sorry, it's Neal right there for the rebound for the easy 2.
Collier with her first miss, but Neal has 8 points all on offensive putbacks, or I think 3 of them on offensive putbacks. One other bucket off the offense there. Ooh, Kendall with a good opportunity to score, doesn't take it.
Trying to work it inside to Wyford. A little too much contact there by Neal. She'll draw the foul.
It's going to be 6 team fouls against Bellefontaine. So again, a little more aggressive play here in the second half is going to give Sidney the opportunity to get to the free throw line the rest of this fourth quarter. Chance to try to score. Again, with that clock stop, it's a big advantage when you're down in the game.
That one chipped out of bounds by Mitchell. It'll stay with Sidney. 6:45 remaining in our ball game. They triggered into Dean. And back out top to Johnson.
Clear it out for her.
Thought about the jumper, pulls up her dribble. We're going to have a Sidney timeout. So quick timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Mama Rosa's is looking for dedicated people to join their family. You will enjoy benefits and camaraderie not available at most jobs. Our culture promotes the idea of teamwork, respect, and honesty. It also encourages excellence in our performance, which translates into a quality product for our customers. Go to mama-rosas.com to begin your career.
Welcome back. We got 6:35 remaining in our ball game. If you're just joining us, I'm Greg Burning. My partner Ben Ayers. It's been a good one here from Sidney. Bellefontaine on the top, 43-32.
Yeah, Sidney playing better here these last little stretch. Had the lead down under 10, down to 9, and Bellefontaine was able to answer, but here's been the answer. Neal, she's going to put up another shot off the mark.
Rebound put back up and in by Carly Dean. Gets the Jacket lead back to 9, which is a deficit to 9. Oh, Bellefontaine's going to step there, turn the ball right back over. So the pressure defense does its job.
Yeah, Sidney's done a much better job. I think they had 10 turnovers, only with 11 now, whereas Bellefontaine's turned it over a lot more, up to 14.
This would be a great opportunity for Sidney to knock down a 3 ball, but did take a 2. That one's off. Johnson, though, fights for the rebound and scores. Kiana Johnson not taking no for an answer.
Thought Tolliver had the rebound, and again, it's been down to the hustle. As Johnson's MO is just go harder than the players she's playing, and so far it's been working.
7-point ball game. Stolle pulls up, rattles around, no good. Dean with the rebound. Sidney, chance to continue their momentum. Get it across half court, over to Nuss.
Are they going to feed the hot hand?
Pulls it across, Nuss with a lane and scores. Sidney on a roll, lead now just 5. They go back to full court pressure. Here's Stolle, takes the contact by Kendall, trying to plead her case, clearly bumped into her.
Yeah, she might have had the hands up. That's what she's played. I didn't touch her with my arms.
Right? So that'll be her second foul, just the 15th foul against Sidney, so good shape there. As Collier will check back in for Bellefontaine, and also Wyford for Sidney. 5:25 remaining. Bellefontaine had some struggles here in the half court. Sidney defense done a nice job here in the fourth quarter. Scored, I believe, just 1 basket. Mitchell with a crazy shot, and it goes. Wow.
Man, you need a bucket. That's not how you expect. That was great defense, great positioning, and she was able to reach all the way around the underneath scoop with the left hand.
So here's Sidney back on the attack after that crazy shot. Nuss will drive the lane, draw the foul. Can't quite get the left-handed runner to drop. She'll take a trip to the free throw line for 2.
Man, I'm still amazed at that shot.
Right?
That was like stuff you'd see at like Saturday mornings, the old men at the Y, the up and under a left-handed scoop because they can't jump. I'm not sure how
old men at the Y.
Yeah.
First free throw by Kendall rattles off. Sorry, that's Nuss. As you see the replay on her shot attempt. Second one coming from Nuss is good. 6-point lead for Bellefontaine, 4:50 remaining. Mitchell weaves right through the traffic, looking to take it the distance, got a step in there. They're gonna call a carry. Either way, it's a turnover. The Sidney pressure definitely paying off.
The Sidney fans were calling for a carry at half court. They thought she had it. Got a couple more dribbles into
They're
the
just
official
ahead
call
of the game. They were way ahead. So here's Kendall going against Mitchell. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson looking for some lane. Goes up with a shot. Good heads-up play there by Johnson. Knew she had the contact. Didn't get much up in the way of a shot, but that motion was there. So she'll step to the line for 2.
Yeah, kind of lost the ball on the drive, but one of the first times we've seen her go left. Most of her moves have been to the right, but she used the left hand to drive in, created the contact with the bigs for Bellefontaine. She's going to step to the free throw line. 0 for 4 so far.
That has been her one nemesis. She's been close. That one was right there, just rolled off. Tolliver checks back in for Bellefontaine, and also does Rentschler. Second one by Johnson gets it to go. We have a 5-point ball game. Sidney just keeps winning away. Ball almost stolen there. Mitchell able to come away with it. Here comes Stolle. She's turned away by Johnson. Picked out top by Mitchell. Coach Stolle telling his team to organize, bring it out top, run the offense. Mitchell, righted Johnson, draws the contact, and what a shot again.
Excellent body control again as she's able to find a way to still create the contact and score. No foul called, but able to contort her body to get through and get the shot up and in.
Dean swings it out to Nuss. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Nuss going to go right at Tolliver. Doesn't get it to go. Good defense there by Tolliver not to commit the foul. 7-point lead here. Sidney needing a stop because Bellefontaine has definitely ran in some long possessions and can really dry out this clock in a hurry. As you see Stolle bring it all the way back out top.
I'd say if you're Sidney, you got to do anything you can to keep it out of the hands of Mitchell. She's the one player that can create on her own here. So here she goes. The only advantage you might have is if you put enough pressure, she still might put up a tough shot.
So that one tipped out of bounds from Johnson. It's going to stay with Bellefontaine with a 7-point lead, 3:16 remaining. Mitchell triggers it in. She's huffing and puffing, definitely tired. I would be too. She's played every minute of this ball game. Rentschler, nice ball fake. Kicks it over to Stolle. Thought about three, instead we'll pull it out. 3 minutes remaining. Sidney gonna need to get a steal or get up on somebody or catch a break, I was gonna say, because I can see Bellefontaine run this whole thing out.
It's a little subtle shuffle of the feet. Big possession here, under three minutes to go. Sounds like I have a shift in defense again, back into the 2-3.
Kindle over to Dean. Johnson drives the lane, can't get it to go, tough shot. Tolliver pulls down the board. Johnson trying to pick up on Stolle.
Sidney's given a lot of effort to kind of battle back here. You can kind of see Johnson and Kindle kind of look like they're worn down a little bit.
Rentschler thought about the three, instead kicks it back out top to Mitchell. 2:15 remaining. Stolle out top. Swings it over to Collier. Timeout taken by Bellefontaine. It's a full one. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything. I call that progress.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
Just over 2 minutes remaining in our ball game. The Jackets down by 7. Bellefontaine with the ball. They're going to need some defensive pressure here to convert some turnovers because, as we've talked about, Bellefontaine not a problem running some clocks. So Sidney's going to have to get up in a passing lane here and convert a turnover.
Yeah, it's going to have to be aggressive man-to-man, maybe some run and jump to try to force those turnovers.
And they only got 5 fouls, so the next foul would not put them in the bonus either.
Even more reason to be aggressive right now, you know. They're going to get called for a carry.
So they've got 2 of those last 2 possessions. Now they got to convert.
It's hard. Sometimes you're trying to just stall. A lot of things can go haywire when you're kind of getting out of rhythm trying to do it, even though they are a deliberate team, but kind of get out of your momentum, out of your flow.
Swinging over to Nuss. Thought about the 3. Instead, she'll drive the lane, pull up from 10. Off the back iron, no good. Tipped around and picked up by Rentschler. Back over to Stolle. And a quick foul there committed by Dean. So that'll be foul number 6. Still common.
I see some full court pressure coming here by Sidney.
1:31 remaining on our First National Bank scoreboard. 47-40 Bellefontaine. Mitchell was not about to give that ball up, I don't think. Sensing the foul. Will walk to the other end where she'll shoot a 1-and-1.
I think the refs missed. Mitchell was running on the baseline. It wasn't after a made basket. It's usually a dead ball possession. No call was made, though, and it's going to be Mitchell able to go to the foul line. Thus, that rule's changed. I always thought it was after a make.
Yeah, it is. Free throw by Mitchell is good. Leading scorer in the ball game now with 21 points. Second one coming by Mitchell is short. No good. Rebound, Kiana Johnson. Minute 20 remaining. Sidney needed some buckets in a hurry. They're down by 8. Dean over to Wyford. Loses the handle. Kicks it out to Nuss, who thought about the 3. Instead, draws the foul. As you hear Coach Stolle hollering at his players, don't foul, don't foul, don't foul. That's exactly what they did.
The only thing the bench was saying.
Yeah. So Nuss will go to the free throw line with a big 1-and-1 for her Jackets.
Yeah, got to have these just over a minute left to go. Again, got to score when this clock is stopped.
First one is nothing but net.
3 for 5 on the night is Nuss at the free throw line.
Second one by Nuss, rattles around and it is good. 6-point lead for Bellefontaine, 1-11. They get it into Stolle. Forces it ahead to Tolliver. She's all by herself. Easy 2.
Nice way to have your head up, looking deep as all the pressure was up in the backcourt, trying to force that turnover. Stolle did a good job of breaking and finding Tolliver up the floor.
Stolle gets her hands on that ball, and she's going to take it the distance and score. And just like that, it's a 10-point lead with 45 seconds remaining.
And Stolle does a good job of kind of putting the nail in the coffin. There's a
Kendall with a circus shot down the lane gets it to go. Her 17th point.
Kendall with a huge third quarter, just her first opportunity there. And boy,
Nice.
it's changed to an up and down game
Yeah, it
here.
has. Nice pass and a rebound there from Tolliver. She gets the board and scores. 25 seconds remaining, still a 10-point lead. Kendall racing to the other end. Kicks it out to Nuss. And back inside to Dean. Dean looking for a shot. Kicks it over. Kendall, 3-ball off the mark. That one's going to roll out of bounds with 6.2 seconds remaining. And Bellefontaine going to get out of here with the W. Sidney put up a good fight, but just not enough time left in the ball game. Stolle's going to wind this one out. The Bellefontaine Chieftains will win over Sidney 54-44. We'll take a short break and be back with our post-game wrap-up. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Sidney High School, where Bellefontaine defeated the Sidney Yellow Jackets 54-44. With our post-game stats, here is Mr. Ben Ayers.
Yeah, congratulations to Bellefontaine for the hard-fought victory tonight. As they pulled out the win here, 54-44. Again, a kind of interesting stat line. Both teams had 55 shots put up. Chieftains able to knock down just a couple more of those, a couple more at the three-point line, and a couple more at the free throw line, and you can put it together. That adds up to that 10-point deficit. But give some credit to the Yellow Jackets as they battled down. I think they had it down to 5 as the closest there in the fourth quarter, and really, had a great shooting quarter in the third quarter, and really made it interesting there. And Bellefontaine really had to battle to keep that lead throughout the game.
Yeah, Sidney put a couple nice runs together. Talked about it right before the break. Got it to 11. Just couldn't quite get over the hump and got really close there in the end. Time just kind of ran out on them, but good effort for them. They're going to fall to 2-10 on the season, as Bellefontaine will go to 5-7. Our player of the game for the Sidney Yellow Jackets tonight will be Kiana Johnson.
Yeah, congratulations to Kiana, just a junior. Really stepped up in the second half, scoring 9 of her 11 points in the second half. She was one of 2 players in double digits for Sidney, and her effort, execution, and really started taking the ball strong into the hole, was able to finish a few times, and really kind of triggered the battle back and gave Sidney a chance to kind of even be in that game late. So congratulations to Kiana for player of the game tonight from NKTelco Sports.
And again, congratulations to Bellefontaine on the victory and a well-fought battle there by Sidney as they fall just short by 10. That's going to do it for us here tonight. I thank our director, Scott Robinson, our camera people, Wes Temple, Camden Carter, and Blake Terpstra. My partner, Ben Ayers, I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.